me and Buck was arguing before the game. We gotta get Buck. Shout out to Buck, man. We gotta get Buck on the pod. We was actually arguing about the player of the year argument.
Okay.
Because they was just basically I was in there, it was me, him, and Samson. And I was basically making an argument for DaRon Bland should be the leader of defensive player of the year right now.
Okay, explain that.
He's scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Who's scoring He's scoring touchdowns.
How many books he got? 7 or 6?
He got 7 and
Seven
he got
books
5
and 5
touchdowns.
tugs, yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
What else we even discussing?
I mean, I feel like it's there are other things. There are other things that go
Other than scoring?
As a number 2 receiver, you can end the year with 5 touchdowns or 5, 6, 7 touchdowns
And get paid. As a receiver.
He did that shit as a corner.
He said TJ Watt.
It's crazy to go against sacks though, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
How many games have we ended how many games have ended drives, games, and everything off sacks?
Because of the sack.
Affecting the quarterback is the primary is the best skill you can have to be the
primary goal.
Period.
The goal.
If you're affecting the quarterback, that's the best skill to have, in the league. So
okay,
I feel like, but I guess that is a good question, weighing a sack versus interception and or defensive touchdown.
Oh, all three are in different.
I mean, you have to look at.
Do you think the MVP is more market? Or do you think it's
player
like
of the year?
Player of the year? Do you think it's more market, or do you think it's more like deservingly?
I would say defensive player of the year, outside of the D-line bias that I'm willing to argue with Buck and Grove with all day. I think defensive player of the year is more honest to who's actually been the most impactful defensive player of the year. I mean, defensive player of the league that year.
Who's the last DB to win it? Was it Jalen? Did Jalen win one?
It was Gilly.
Has Jalen won one yet? Ramsey?
Jalen has not won one yet.
So is Gilly the last person to win it?
Corner.
The last DB
to win it. Yeah.
I think Gilly was the last one to win it.
Yeah. Because what? How many years did AD win it?
AD done won a few of them.
Yeah.
But we talked about that one time
so maybe
before.
Maybe it's just a D-line award, bro. Maybe we just need to.
I can't give you that though, bro.
It's a D-line award?
I mean, that's what it's looking like.
But my question, all right, so then I'm asking is like...
Because I feel like Jalen hasn't won one.
Nick Bosa was the defensive player of the year last year?
Jalen hasn't won one, and Aaron Donald...
AD's won a couple, I think.
Yeah,
like
so
2
like,
or 3?
Yeah.
Do you think that Aaron Donald has had that much of a greater career than Jalen Ramsey?
Yes. What the fuck?
Do you think?
Yes.
But wait.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay, so this is where I was about to go.
Jalen Ramsey has been on top for a long time.
Whoa, I can't give you that.
Jalen Ramsey has been on top for a long time.
So hold on, let me just address this real quick, and then we can get into this AD Jalen smoke because I like it. So Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's got 3. The last non-defensive lineman to win the defensive player of the year was Gilly in 2019, and before that, you got to go back to 2013 when Luke Kuechly won it.
Go
and then
Carolina.
I think before that it's a little bit more movement. Look at these fucking names: Troy Polamalu, Charles Woodson, James Harrison, Bob Sanders. Shout out to Bob. Brian Urlacher. So at that point it kind of moves around. I would say looking at it the last 10 years in the league though, it definitely has looked like a D-line award. But bro, I got a lot. And then look, I say this with all love though, because to be honest, I think Jalen might be my favorite DB in the league right now, bro.
Okay.
Like just because he's complete.
How long has Jalen been your favorite DB in the league?
It changed. My favorite players change all the time.
How long has he been like, all right, in the conversation?
Well, let me say this. I got a different view of Jalen. I played against Jalen in college. I was a young boy, though, so I wasn't really playing. Well, I think I was still starting because I started as a freshman. But I think it was my sophomore year, was his senior year. And it wasn't even, I'm going to tell you the play that actually impressed me the most. It wasn't even his play on defense that was doing shit. Bro, he was on in the vice on punt return. Bro, he took our fucking gunner and threw his ass across the field into somebody else. Like he it was just like, he's clearly not supposed to be out here on special teams. Why y'all playing this nigga, Florida State? Sit his ass.
If you know Jalen, that was a Jalen decision.
I know. And that's when I was like, oh yeah, he that type of savage.
Yeah,
like,
he
out
that type
here
savage.
just drawn because he know he the best nigga on the
being
field.
physical for
right
no
now.
reason.
Yeah. So
like,
that's probably when I first really realized who he was. Yeah, he crazy.
I definitely want to circle back to like why I feel like Aaron Donald and then Ramsey, like that's a different situation, bro.
In their careers?
No, I mean just in terms of like the award itself. Like, because I feel like, and I think we talked about this before.
I know, but our argument was, is it a D-line award? And I was asking, has Aaron Donald had that much of a better career than Jalen? Or has he even had a better career than Jalen?
So wait. So what I'm going to ask you is that, are you talking about career or in the 3 years that he's won it, the impact on the league? Because that's what it's for.
Well, Jalen has had an impact on the league. I think when he won it that was when LA was making their Super Bowl runs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Was Jalen a part of that team also?
But I think the year they won it, I think the year that they won the Super Bowl, Aaron Donald won the award.
Yeah, I think he won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he won.
When did they win?
Was it 2019?
Yeah, but he got multiple.
No, they won the Super Bowl.
I'm saying though, he won it in the year that Ramsey was there. Yeah,
but I'm saying, I'm not saying that that Jalen deserves it that year over him or anything like that. I'm saying career wise, Aaron Donald has won the MVP without winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
So, and Jalen has never won one. So I'm saying, is Aaron Donald that much more of an impact career wise than Jalen Ramsey? So why hasn't Jalen Ramsey won? Because the award is more defensive line based.
Okay, Aaron Donald's first Defensive Player of the Year, played 14 games, 1 pass deflection, 5 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 11 sacks, 41 tackles, 15 TFLs, 27 QB hits. That got him the first Defensive Player of the Year.
What year was that?
That was in 2017.
2017.
Okay. Then he won it back to back. So then the next year, 18, 16 games played, 1 pass deflection, 4 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 20 and a half sacks, 59 tackles. This nigga.
That's crazy.
25 TFLs.
That's fucking crazy.
Bro.
25 TFLs is absurd.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. And then his last Defensive Player of the Year came in 2020, 16 games played, 4 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 13 and a half sacks, 45 tackles, 14 TFLs, 28 QB hits.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that 25 TFL year, he had 41 QB hits. That's actually outlandish.
So that's what I'm saying. In that sense, that's why I asked Z, how many years have Jalen Ramsey been your favorite DB? He said his shit changed every year, but he has always been in the top of it, since part
college.
Of the conversation.
Yeah.
Since college, since Jalen has got to the league, he has always been a top DB in the league.
For sure.
Since Aaron Donald has got to the league, he has always been a top defensive tackle, even though he probably wasn't the best. But he still got 3 MVPs out of it.
For sure.
Why
hasn't Jalen got one? Because of the award is so defensive line based. Like, that's what I'm telling you.
I think the better argument, honestly, or the conversation kind of goes more towards like, I guess it's just what are we valuing when we talking about this conversation? Like, you feel me? It's just kind of like, are we talking about quarterback hits and pressures and and sacks? I just, in my opinion, like scoring a touchdown on defense has to mean more than all that shit, bro. You're changing. Like look, you get a sack and you get if you get a strip sack takeaway,
okay,
you're giving your offense the ball in the red zone or most likely
right?
the ball,
yeah,
or in scoring position,
right?
That's great. You did the whole fucking thing if you scored.
Yeah. I feel that because that's what made Ed Reed.
Yes.
When Ed Reed got a book, that shit was going to the crib,
to the house.
So you feel me?
Hold on. Just hear my explanation. I do agree with the understanding that Z is coming from in terms of like what are you holding as the criteria for that position in the award. For me, and that's why I was coming with the explanation you Z, Speed, is that I see that award, especially for somebody like Aaron Donald, is that people are trying to stop Aaron Donald from doing the one thing that the one thing that he's supposed to be doing, and you're throwing like 2 or 3 people at him. So if he's just going one-on-one, he's gonna kill every time. So it's like, to me, like if you say like, yo, we got a spy on him, we got the running back on him, and it's an extra. Oh, bro, yeah, he not gonna be able to do his job. He got to be the best killer on the field.
I can't say that.
Bro,
I can't say that.
Another thing I feel. Go ahead.
I can't say that because when you are Aaron Donald, or when you are, I can go into basketball terms, Steph Curry, when people try to do stuff to stop you, that's what make you who you are that they can't. Because people send chippers and doubles at Myles Garrett all the time, and he still come out with...
Hold on. This is what I'm going to say to you is that, and that's why it goes back to what Z's point was is in terms of how we're looking at the criteria. I'm seeing that position as it being about brute, because I would look at Ramsey and be like y'all said, interceptions, being able to get the ball. Yeah. But y'all have to give the same type of criteria to somebody like Aaron Donald. It's brute force. It's getting past the defenders.
Because sometimes people won't throw it to Jalen Ramsey. You're not throwing to Jalen Ramsey unless you throw it to your guy.
Let me insert some information into your conversation. Please understand first and foremost that Aaron Donald getting 13 sacks in a year at defensive tackle is very different.
Yeah, it is.
Than TJ Watt or Myles Garrett getting 20 sacks at edge. Because it's different. When you're a pass rusher on the outside, it's different. You on the edge, it's a different joint. When you in the middle, bro, you can't run from these double teams. That's one. Two, let's also put some respect on AD name. AD, who is your weak O-lineman? Oh, your center's not good? Bet. I'm going to the center. Oh, right. Your right tackle's not good? Okay, bet. I'm going over there. Yeah. Oh, wait, your left tackle got hurt? All right, bet. Cool. I'm going over there.
Yeah.
He's moving everywhere.
Yeah,
now, let me. So, like, that's crazy. He was the first person, at least that I know. Now, I know they moved Parsons around. You know, they moved Myles Garrett around a little bit now. Myles kind of stays where he's supposed to stay, but what?
I was laughing because that's bullshit.
What?
If Aaron Donald been playing motherfucking nose all year. Yeah. And now I'm the right tackle, and this nigga ain't in.
Come over there, like, I'm sweet, bro. It's me, I'm the lick, bro.
What you saying to AD? He line up against you on punt?
Hey, dog, I know this motherfucking punt safe, nigga. I know
big bro. How you doing?
I know your fucking assignment,
fuck
nigga.
That. Nah, bro.
You don't gotta do this.
Spin.
Spin. AD.
We spin. It's trenches, nigga.
Hold on, what you mean?
I'm hyping y'all up.
I'm the nigga blocking.
Yeah. He don't understand. Sometimes you go into motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had Calais Campbell out there bit one time.
What?
Bro, my rookie year, Calais Campbell, that big ass, came on a 3-way twist. Me and him one-on-one. Like,
what is this?
Why am I out here doing this? Like, I don't get paid to block him. Like, what are we doing, bro? At that time, I actually did get paid to block him. But I'm not an old lineman blocking Calais. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, Calais looks 6'8", nigga. He is probably 6'8".
Yeah, bro. That nigga's intimidating even. Hey, shout out to the PA. Clay's in the PA.
My dog. Look,
I see his ass at home, yo.
But no, I mean, I just think that I agree with you that like Ramsey should be in contention for it. But to me, and also too, like I said, when you're talking about in the comparison to someone like Steph or whoever it is in the league, and then you're talking about Aaron Donald that's in the league, like there is only so much, respectfully, there's only so much that's why I started with that at the beginning, is that Aaron Donald has one job to make sure that he can do something at the start of the snap. Like, it's not like he can fucking like Steph, like come off a screen, now I'm going down and I'm still elusive type shit, like within 24 seconds. Aaron Donald got to do what he got to do in like 10 seconds. In 8 seconds, 9 seconds.
Nah. In less than 2 seconds.
Yeah,
less than 2. So I'm saying, like,
less than 2, but it's way more to D-line than just running straight and beating the guy in front of you. Sometimes you got to time up games. You got to do a lot of other stuff. You got to be smart enough to know when you got to retract. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I'm not.
It's an instinct. Like, that's the most instinctual, like, kind of like position on the field, because you got to beat the guy in front of you, see through to the quarterback. It's a lot of feel, like playing with your teammates and shit. They probably got a nigga in the game that you ain't even played with for real.
And in that explanation that you're giving, it's 3 people that's running at him.
At
Aaron Donald,
it's not 3.
It's not 3. I mean, and the 3 that's coming to him is a little different.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, you getting chipped, you getting thumped. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody coming late, you know what I mean?
But how many times you gonna thump me and chip me till I figure out?
I mean, there's 4. There's 3 other niggas out here rushing too now.
Too.
Come on, we keep saying, and plus blitzers and stuff too. But no, I mean, I definitely think it's an interesting argument. Like, the defensive player of the year, I definitely feel like it's D lineman based. I definitely feel like they get on boys. I mean, rightfully so. Like I said, if you affecting the passer is the most important skill you can have as a defender. But in my eyes, scoring a touchdown is more valuable. But I feel like you did the whole job.
But also, I think D-line is they more in control of the destiny than like the back end because I mean, like you can be a great linebacker, like you come out with 2 tackles because they've been running away. They ain't threw the ball your way. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So now you done wasted 2 games just because you played a game playing where these niggas run weak. And you the strong side linebacker, nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Nigga saying I'm fucking up they parlays and shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like.
Look, I know I was good money, man. Look, I ain't been week to week.
Week to week.
So it just
got that dub,
hey, but they keeping it away. I'm out that bitch thirsty, man. What is that brother starving right there. I'm running to that bitch.
So, I mean, shit. It be like that though. It be like that.
I do be like that. But that's why everybody. That's where complimentary. That's when everybody got snapping. That's why AD was opening up for everybody.
But I feel what you're saying. That's why you're trying to give it to Bland now because you never know what the next season hold. The next season might hold like offensive coordinators be like, we ain't fucking with that boy. Like,
yeah. But one thing
we throwing over here.
One thing that I will say about the league in terms of like those, like you saying, Speed, as far as having that conversation about the awards.
Yeah.
And obviously, like you're saying, like shit, he's snapping like that, he's scoring. I feel like when people start really like judging and giving their points to whoever it is, you really got to sit down and make a really, really strong case for why you're making that decision. And I think that's important. I think that's important to like, to the integrity of the award.
What you mean?
Like,
you want an explanation of why he got it?
No, not more so of an explanation, but it has to be like a real understanding of like, yo, this guy was doing like you just ran off Aaron Donald shit. Like you have a real like backing of like, no, he was at this position, he was going crazy. Yeah. Like he wasn't dropping back and catching interceptions and shit, but for this, he was snapping.
One thing I feel like the NFL do a good job of is putting the guy in the spotlight who's actually like
going crazy.
Okay. Like, I feel like they know like your stats got to be definitely outlandish because it's a lot of people in the league that's making plays or whatever like that. So you definitely got to be a guy that's doing it consistently week in and week out.
And you got to win.
Yeah, and you got to be winning. So like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People underestimate that factor into the whole thing too. I feel like a lot of great performances get swept under the rug because you're on a bad team.
Exactly. And you got to be doing this shit at the right time. Like you can be doing like
I'm telling you.
Like you can be snapping the first 6 games.
Yeah.
And like it's a motherfucker who been quiet for 6 games. If that motherfucker start snapping right around that Pro Bowl time,
he better than you.
Motherfucker, they go automatically he better than you. He all pro. Like
straight up. That's what time is everything. Nobody care about September stats.
It's like that.
They just don't.
Wow.
This the league.